I remember telling, my team members that there are no jerks allowed to work here. If there is a jerk, it's me, but I own the place. So, uh, and I don't, I try not to be a jerk. But yeah, you gotta hire the right fit for the rest of your team members.
Yeah, it's such an important point to take your time. There should not be a scenario where you're rushing through a hiring process, because if you do so, it's going to probably cost you way more time in the long run, because you're going to have something that just doesn't fit well. And so take your time, make sure that you have the right gut feel, the right skill set, the right analysis done for the person to help get you to where you're wanting to go for that position. And I think on small teams and large teams, but probably even more important on small teams, is that chemistry aspect. How does this person fit in with the culture that we have here? If I hire somebody that has my personality and I'm the person in charge, are we going to clash? Is there going to be a personality issue because we're both sort of led to lead, if you will, in a particular direction? And so you just need to be aware of some of those things and make sure that as they can, they complement and support what's going on for where you're trying to go for that next level position. So as you've gone through the process, you've interviewed and started to make the decision, then you actually make the offer and the person accepts. And once that happens in your world, then walk us through kind of what the next steps are in terms of onboarding the individual to the office.
Well, there's a lot for sure at every level of law office management, really. Um, I had to add another office in order to hire this person. Um, and so I had to furnish that office. So uh, getting just the physical office ready for the hire is part of it. Are you going to need to get a new desk, the new technology, um, a printer, computer, monitor, keyboard, chair, conference room table, if there perhaps all that stuff has to be thought through. And maybe we're just getting sponsored. No, we're not getting sponsored, but I've done a lot of purchasing through Amazon.com recently. So you got to do that so they have a place to be. Um, and but beyond that, got to get them enrolled on your payroll. I use Paychex, so I got to get them enrolled on Paychex. And but then, when you're actually kind of training them up on your law office procedures, it's really helpful to have an operations manual to at least give them an idea of what they're going to do on a daily basis. At least what topics are you going to have to deal with? What areas of law are practiced here in the law firm? And I don't have a perfect operations manual, but I have worked on it from time to time. I typically will take the task list from Clio and copy and paste it and put it into the operations manual, so there's a little bit of an idea of what needs to happen in a single case. So I think that is maybe a good introduction to what the individual is going to have to do on a day-to-day basis, but there certainly is more to it than that.